Alright, another year of life in Lithuania has come to an end and a new year has begun. When 2023 started, I had no idea it would end the way that it did. 2023 started like this and ended here. So in today's video, I thought I would go over the events of the past year, looking at my own personal favorite moments living in this wonderful country. So let's get started. January in Vilnius was cold, but it was special. It was, in fact, the kickoff of Vilnius's 700th birthday celebrations. The city's annual Christmas tree was shaped like a big cake the month before, and everyone was excited to celebrate this big anniversary for the city. The big celebration to kick off the year of festivities took place in Cathedral Square on January 25th. The big portal type thing, which could also be confused with the Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings, was all lit up, and so was the side of Vilnius Cathedral. The annual light festival was taking place too, adding extra beauty to the dark winter days. The event was lovely, even if I only understood small portions of it. Lithuania's capital has had a long and diverse history, and it was cool to see it all represented in this format. Then, a few months later, my wife and I headed to Cholet, where we explored the city, and I made a video for the YouTube channel. It was my first experience of the city and seeing the nearby Hill of Crosses. It was a lovely trip, which left me wanting to explore even more of Lithuania. But other than a trip to Kaunas in June, I didn't really get much of a chance to explore other places in Lithuania, unfortunately. This was the year that our new apartment would be completed, and so most of the summer was spent packing up our old place in Fabioniškės and also getting our new place ready in Šnipiškės. We also found out that we were expecting a child, and so more energy had to be directed towards preparing for that. Part of this preparation was to get myself further into the Lithuanian language. I took a 2-week summer intensive course at Vilnius University. It was mostly helpful, in that it gave me a grammatical foundation. But there are a lot of rules to remember at the same time. All in all, it was a strong reminder for me that learning vocabulary was more important than anything, and to practice no matter what, and not being afraid to get grammar wrong. Around the same time as the course was a giant, big-name concert in Vingis Park to celebrate Vilnius' 700th birthday. I recognized all the big names, but the UK group Clean Bandit was the only act that I was really keen on experiencing. The big free concert was great, and personally having a trip to London the next day, I even got to fly on the same plane as the band. But I was too shy to say hello, something that I now kind of regret. Juggling the course, working full-time, and preparing for the move was a lot to handle all at once. I did survive it, and eventually settled into our new surroundings in the Šnipiškės neighborhood. Fall was then off to a great start with the equinox event down by the Neris River. On this particular year, they set up one giant wolf effigy to burn, and I was able to get some pretty good shots with my semi-professional camera. Trips to Riga and Tallinn were also part of the season's activities, which were both really nice. Sorry Latvians, but I think I like Tallinn's Old Town a lot more. Though I do have to say that Mezh Parks and that park area in the city center, with the canals, were really lovely places in Riga that I enjoyed exploring. Oh, and riding the trams in Riga was great too. One fun thing I did was attend the Christmas tree lighting event on December 1st. Other than that, the last weeks of the year were all about preparation for the coming of our child, who came pretty much right on time, at the end of December. I'm writing the script just a few days after he was born, and I can say with confidence that I haven't gotten more than 3 straight hours of sleep. I feel particularly bad for my wife though, who is the only one that can do the feeding, but I support her as much as I can. So, what's in store for 2024? Well, I think most of my focus has to be redirected to being a good and present father. I'm still hoping to squeeze out 1 YouTube video per week because it's something I love doing, but we'll just have to see how it goes. I certainly don't think about subscriber numbers as much as I used to, and I've given myself a little more slack about responding to channel comments. I do hope you all understand. In a weird and wonderful way, many of you frequent viewers and commenters have become a bit like family to me, so I really look forward to sharing these parts of my life with you into 2024 and beyond. But to wrap it up, I think there's a video on most of these things that I mentioned, and I'll discuss the birth of my son and my 3 nights in a hospital in a future video. But yeah, For this video, I thought it would be nice to just take a look back at all the things that happened in a single video. I'm truly grateful to all of you guys who continue to follow along on the journey. 2023 continued to prove that Lithuania is an amazing place to live with many, many wonderful places to explore. But to fully wrap it up for the Lithuanian word of the day, let's go with santrauka, which means summary. Santrauka. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.